All right, we're out here with Cassian, and my goal for this session is to hopefully elicit some really high drive, not like losing his mind type of drive, but like as I just want to get him really into a game with me that is super exciting and potentially would cause him to kind of have a hard time coming out of. So my thought with this, my thought process, I know our struggles at the moment with him as an adolescent teenage dog. He has very typical issues that you would normally see with a dog his age. So his training plan right now is really looking to address and cover some issues that we're having out in public with having the ability to have like calm when we want it, when there's distractions and happening in the environment. And that's kind of like the broad way to describe what's happening. So sometimes there's some reactivity happening with cars, and it all seems to kind of be where he's a little bit fresh. Yeah, you want to play? I don't want to be too boring because I do want him to get excited. So anyway, I think he's got some frustration building up. He needs a combination of finding a game that really spins his dials as in a way that kind of also allows him to express himself in some of the naughty ways that we're seeing bubble up in places we don't like. So barking, lunging, nipping, those types of behaviors are cropping up in places we don't want them. So we need to find a game that allows that to happen in these windows that we're presenting. And that really is going to help us. It's like a layered model here. So by allowing him to have an opportunity to express that, he's less likely to express it inappropriately. It's definitely not going to just fix that problem overnight. But it will make it less likely to bubble up and maybe even present less extreme. The other thing it's going to do is allow us to more fairly ask him to stop in those moments. So we can say like, actually, that's not going to happen here, but we're going to give you an opportunity to do it here. So that just feels a little bit more fair to our relationship. And speaking of relationship, that's really the key focus on this. So an issue that, along with the issues we just described, in those moments when he's having a hard time having an inappropriate kind of frame of mind in public, we're losing on this relationship between the handler and the dog. He's kind of outwardly focused and if I were to guess, he's sort of associating paying attention to mom with the end of fun. So he's getting repetitions of going out in public and getting blocked to go engage with and do the fun things that he considers options on the table. So it's really about kind of illustrating to him like those aren't options right now, and finding a way to reconcile that frustration that he feels from that. So we're gonna get started. Ready? I do want a word, yes, that opens the window. So I like something like ready, go, or something like that. Oh, good boy. So we're gonna get this high, intense game. Hopefully the other dogs in the studio that are crated right now and resting aren't gonna have too much of a problem, because we really ideally wanna like lose our minds. So I might even be a little bit like 75% of the energy that we'd really wanna have going on with this. So when we're playing a game with our dog, we're looking for those things that mimic predation. So there's stalking, there's chasing, there's competition. Oh, give me that. If your dog likes to play keep away, I hope you don't run away from me. I'm gonna get that. Oh, you're so quick. I'm gonna get that. Oh, I got it. Ha! Oh, you better get it. Good job. So if your dog likes to play keep away, you might have to, he's got a little more deference to me. So when I go in there to get it, he's like, oh, by all means. But you might have a funner time trying to be like, oh, I hope you don't try to take that. But you really do, if you have a dog that does like competition, make sure not to make it too easy for them. Like actually challenge them. If you have a dog that's a little bit softer, and Cassian's like a mixture between. So I wouldn't make it too necessarily challenging for him. And he likes to do the stalking. Good. Perfect. Nice. Oh, I'm gonna get some tug going on. Yes, how are those teeth looking? He's got all his adult teeth, from what I can see. Good boy. He has a soft mouth in terms of he'll let go pretty easily. Oh. Yeah. So explore. Like, it takes a while to kind of figure out, like, what does he like when I like sweep his leg out? Oh, no. Does he like when I grab him? No, he's a little different to me. And that could be different with you. If you go to grab him, he's like, oh yeah, and he gets more into the tug. That's awesome. For me, he's like, oh, I'm sorry. Oops, excuse me. Good. Oh, oh, try to get it. And so this is where you want your dog to be rude. Yeah, be rude. Good boy. Right? And we haven't practiced, me and him have not practiced that at all. If he's had more practice being rude with you, then this will be easier actually. So this is where we would want him to jump on me and like, you know, yeah, personal play. He's like, whoa, Meg, this is a side of you I haven't seen. Right, because when I get dogs coming into the studio, generally we're like, no, you can't jump. No, you can't bite my shirt. No, you can't chase me around or run away from me, especially. We're working on recalls. So this is the time to be Naughty Pants McGee. Yes, sir. All right, so I'm going to grab up this leash, but I'm going to keep playing with him for a sec. So I don't want him to associate. Give me that. So I'm going to really pretend like I'm really going to try to take this from you. Give me that. You stinky dog. Give me that. Oh, almost won. Give me that. Yes. Yeah, no, that's good. Oh, give me that. Oh, yeah, there we go. Oh, I won. Oh, you're so quick. You got that right from me. Give me that. Give me that. Oh, you got it again. What a good boy. All right, so we're going to end the game here, and I'm going to say, Cassian, enough. Good boy. I'm going to walk him around and catch my breath and make sure that he's, enough. Good. That he's neutral. Good. Oops, good. Good. So I don't want to use the leash to prevent him from getting to that. I'm going to use the leash after he's made the mistake of biting it when I've said, enough. We're going to walk this way. I really get out of, I have like a cold too, so I'm like, enough, good boy. We're just going to kind of walk. Good. And make sure, good boy, that he's kind of given up on that for a sec. All right. Now, we're going to do some condition relaxation, which is the opposite of fun. And he's quite resistant to it. So, I know as we were working on do you know what we're going to do next? Whoop. So there was a little bit of element when we were working on this in class where I think he was a little bit concerned about that position that we were asking for. So there was a little element of like fear and uncertainty, which is different from just stubborn and not wanting to comply. So we're going to take a look at that and see what we see. So I'm switching my brain over to compulsion mode, right? This is where we're not so fun. We're practicing this because that issue we're having where we are asking him to comply with us when he's out in public and he's like throwing up the puppy middle fingers and he's like, no, because he's frustrated because of all these things. So I do want to practice using some have to with him right now in like a much more milder thing. So we can work through it in a controlled environment. Good. So I'm going to put the pressure on towards where I want him to go. And I'm not going to increase the pressure. So as much time can go by, but I'm going to use time as my element here. So pressure on towards me. And as soon as I feel any kind of yielding or movement, I'm going to release it to encourage him to keep trying. So the pressure does not change or go away until you comply. And so right now he's going into the little sandy beach in his head. Like, I'm going to try ignoring this and maybe it'll go away. So as it's tempting for the human end of the leash when this happens to go, oh, he's ignoring me. This isn't working. I'm going to increase the pressure and make it a little bit louder so he can ignore it, which works, but it will also build frustration. So we want him to learn that ignoring it isn't an option, and we want to exhaust that option. Good. So we're going to practice this with these kinds of setups so that we have all the time and patience in the world, so that later on, if he'll start to like offer that behavior less and less. So I'm going to make some kissy sounds just to help him out. Come in. Boop, boop, boop. Come on, Cass. Good boy. Come on. Perfect. He's going to try everything but what we want him to do, and that's totally fine. Come on, bub. And also, we don't have food. So that's the other like element thing that we're like dealing with here, is that I don't have food right now. I'm going to release it there just because he moved. Not quite what we wanted, so I'm going to reapply. And actually, less is more. So I was actually putting him on a little bit more pressure than I probably actually needed. I'm going to use like my finger, literally. Come on, bud. Come on, Cass. Come on, bub. Good. So I'm going to release it there where he moved, but I'm going to reapply it because it's not quite what we wanted. Come on, bub. Come on, Cass. And once we get over this battle, we're going to take a moment and have a little bit of a victory lap here. Come on, dude. Good boy. Yes, sir. Oh, my goodness. Okay. That was tough, wasn't it? So I'm not going to let him re-engage. Enough. Good. Yeah. I'm not going to open that up because I want a little bit more out of him. But we're still going to reinforce that. We're still going to reinforce that. So we are actually reinforcing, and if he likes to jump, I would put that in that window as well. So not biting toys and not jumping because that window's not open right now. We're rewarding him, and he's getting over a recent bout of sickness, so he might be a little bit gaggy. Good. So we are reinforcing behavior right now, but don't get stuck in thinking that reinforcement is with food. And that's a huge thing that we're doing with Cassian, because Cassian is like a dancing monkey when you have food, and he's like, I'm happy to do all these things if you've got food in front of my face. But as soon as food is out of the picture, he's like, so we are actually using other forms of reinforcement. So, what? You all right? You want to wet your whistle, get some water? You think you're good. So anyway, I'm going to start making lifestyle reinforcement choices for him. Enough. Good. Good job. All right, so we're going to redo this. Good. And so, yeah, again, he's like, he hates this exercise for whatever reason. I'm going to schloop over to you. Good boy. Nice. I'm going to try to kind of confidently put that pressure on and not like be slow and creepy, because sometimes that actually makes it worse. Very good. We're just going to close that leggy. Good. Good job. Can you close this leggy? Sometimes talking to them too. This is your leg. Can you close it? Good. Oh, you're getting there. Nice. Good. Oops. Good. Whoop. Good. Okay. Good job. Ready? I don't normally love to jump right into play, but I'm breaking my own rules. Yes. Good job. So I'm making sure I'm using my open window word. We picked ready, yes. It could be ready, go. It could be anything you want. Good boy, yay! So let's pump up the play. So now we're gonna get going again. So in every other condition relaxation video I ever make, I kind of say, I don't like going from, calm state of mind and immediately ripping into something exciting. I like a little buffer in between. But for right now, because I'm kind of working against like a little bit of fear and stubbornness, this is what we're doing. We can be flexible. Good boy. Give me that thing. Give me that thing. Give me that thing. Oh, I almost got it. Oh, I got it. I got it. Oh, you better not get it from me. Oh, you better not get it from me. Oh, oh, you got it. Oh, you got it. What a good boy. What a good boy. What a good boy. Yeah, that's my man. That's a good boy. Oh, oh, so I'm dead. I'm dead. Perfect. Oh, good boy. All right, so make sure we're really, really spinning that dog's dials when we play. I'm gonna grab up that leash. Oh, you're a good boy. Nice job. Enough. Nice. I'm just gonna walk him around in a sec. Boy. Good, we're gonna just, I'm gonna do some loose leash walking around the room. All right, so Kimmerman Alex had a good point. We not only want to get a little bit of progress with that conditioned relaxation, but we also obviously want to get some practice walking out and about and getting some footage on that. So instead of just conditioned relaxation, we are going to like kind of call this a calm liberty window, right? When we're working in public, it's important. Anytime your dog, you and your dog, it's both of our jobs to know which window of opportunity are we in. Are we in the play window? Are we in the working window where we're doing obedience, or are we at like calm liberty? There's other windows. I think there's 4 altogether, but like those are the 3 ones that we're considered, like really considering, like, is it time to pay attention to me and only me and do obedience? Or is it calm liberty where we're hanging out, I might follow you, you might follow me, but you can generally choose what you want to engage in a calm degree. And then there's play window where you can really drive, you can bite, and like we're gonna, his trachea is a little sensitive from his illness there, but you know, we're gonna decide like, now you can jump, now you can bite, now you can bark, now you can lunge. And it happens in these windows, so we're always aware of which window that we're in. So we're in calm liberty, right? So we're gonna take off walking. We're loose leash walking, not heeling. So my criteria for that is maintain a loose leash. Don't eat stuff off the floor. Good. And I want to think of using the leash as another way to, whoop. So I'm going to stop walking here. Good. And I don't necessarily want him to heel with me, but I don't want a tight leash. Good. So I'm using the leash to ding, 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 right there to talk to him when he's kind of pulling ahead. Good. Womp. Good. 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 Whoops. Good. Good. So I think just to make things a little bit easier, because now that we're going to be on a sidewalk, I will call him into heel now, because I do want him on my side. But that's another area where we could be a little bit more clear too. With loose leash walking, he doesn't necessarily need to be on my side, and we're basically just kind of hanging on to the leash, right? For this walk where we're heading to the store, I want him on a particular side so I have more control. So we're going to go ahead and say heel. Boop, boop, boop. Good. So in theory, because we've played and we've kind of ticked those boxes for Cassian, he should be much more inclined to be a bit more calm. And if he does start to enter into a drivey, elevated state of arousal, he's going to have, in theory, an easier time when we say no. Good. So my goal, and I hear myself saying a lot of no reward markers. So I'm going to actually see if I can just focus on telling him when he's correct. Good. Because he's getting a little bit distracted, right? There's birds. And I have no food. Just wanted to point that out. Good boy. If we're worried about like state of mind, I need to make sure that my state of mind. No thanks. Let's do that again. Good. I'd like to go through the door together. So I obviously need to be calm as well, right? I don't want to frantically be telling him lots of things. I just kind of want to move and talk and work in a way that makes him kind of just like check in with me. We're checking in with each other. Good. Nice. Let's move together. We'll wait for our cameraman. Good. Perfect. Was that Danielle? Fancy meeting you here.
Hi, how are you? Oh, no.
Good boy.
Yeah, we're just,
Picking out some puppy stuff?
Yeah.
That's cool. How excited are you?
Pretty excited. Such an bites you.
Yeah, I heard he has some sharp teeth. I'll send you guys some stuff to work on that. What's his name? What'd you guys pick?
Angus.
Angus?
Yeah.
I love that. Yay. We'll see you later. Did you end up pausing that?
Yeah, halfway through the conversation I did.
Oh, okay. Because I thought that was good. Oh, they have snuffle mats. Little ones. So anyway.
I paused it towards the very end because I wasn't sure how long it might talk.
All right. Come on, bub. So I'm back in loose leash liberty now. So we're not healing, but we're not pulling on the leash. So I'm going to try an exercise where my hand is just kind of anchored. And if he starts to pull, I'm going to kind of move opposite direction of where he wants to go. So, and I can also practice moving, and he needs to move with me. Good. Good. I want to mark him every time he yields to leash pressure. Good. Good boy. Good. Good. So every time I feel tension and he moves in the right direction, so right here where he kind of moves out in front of me, this is great. Good boy. I'm going to see if I can walk around this little pole. And we're not healing. So actually what would be really good, is to kind of show the difference between what that would look like in loose leash walking. We'll do one more loose leash walking. So with loose leash walking, he kind of still needs to pay attention for obstacles like, oh no. Good. Good. I'm gonna help you out here. Good. Good. All right. We'll do that again. Good boy. Good. Good boy. Very nice. All right. So now we're going to do that in a heel. Cassian, heel. Dink. Good. 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 Okay. Perfect. When I say okay, I should see like a distinct difference. Like he's not here looking at me. He's checking things out and more at ease. Practicing fluctuating in between, like calling him in to heel and back out to loose leash liberty is important. And I think having that clarity makes your dog heel better. So all in all, he's doing super great. I'm not sure how much of the footage we have of encountering people, but he was excited, but he recovered. So he did really great with that. Hopefully the play session that we had kind of helped him cope with that level of excitement. Obviously they didn't have a dog with them, so that's like another element, but he's doing super great with that. Good job, Cassie.